Welcome to the SAU Report. I'm Megan Black.
And I'm Jessica Haynes. Our guest for today is Daniel Bennett, a senior business major. Daniel, why did you choose SAU?
I originally chose SAU because of the Agri Science Department. It's one of the best in the state and has a great reputation. So, I also had a choir scholarship. I love to sing, and we were having a new choir teacher come in, and it was going to be a building year. So I knew whenever I tried out, it was going to be good for me as an incoming freshman. So that was the initial main reason, but there's many more reasons. Well, as in, it's just far enough from Malvern, my hometown.
Current major, are you still in the ag department or have you found something else that you're interested in?
Actually, I changed major. I'm a double major now in financing and marketing.
That's great. Well, what do you plan to do with that after college?
After college, I plan on going to grad school, actually. I haven't chosen which grad school, but there's a lot of choices out there. But if I don't go to grad school, I plan on working at a financial planning firm. So,
What do you hope to achieve by attending SAU?
well, getting a good education that'll help prepare me for the world, especially in leadership. In the world that we're in, I know we need a lot of leadership abilities.
What organizations are you involved in on the SAU campus?
Currently, I'm involved in RHA. I'm president of Tally Hall, SAU, Students in Free Enterprise, and choir.
What exactly is RHA?
RHA, it's Residence Hall Association.
What kind of things do you do in RHA for the campus?
Well, altogether, I'm not really sure.
Well, I think, and I could be wrong, doesn't RHA sponsor the movies? That there are different programs that you might have through RHA.
Yes, Channel 20. That's one of them. We also sponsor Homecoming, I believe. We also help with the Homecoming. As well as like with Tally Hall, with Tally Hall, we're actually doing many projects. We're actually having a luau, October 19th, actually. So we do many projects, but.
And another organization you mentioned was SAU.
SAU, Students in Free Enterprise. SAU is a great organization. It's actually, I think, the single best organization on campus.
What are some things that you do in SAU?
Well, SAU is a pre-professional organization that, it helps people build leadership skills. And like I was saying earlier, that's needed for the world right now, especially with our Generation Y. You know, we're great team players, but we haven't defined we don't have a lot of people that are good at leadership.
So SAIF really has helped you to become more of a leader?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. What kind of programs are you involved in with SAIF? I know that they travel a lot and go and do just so many different things. Could you tell us about some of the experiences you've had in SAIF?
Oh, I have to say, probably one of my best ones was the national conference. It was honestly amazing. You see clowns walking around on like stilts when you first walk in the door, handing out balloons and things like that with like balloon hats and things like that. Just an incredible first experience. But you have fireworks displays inside of a building and incredible speakers with absolutely just great lectures and such. But some of the projects that we're doing right now, I'm actually doing, we have a professional development week going on. It's we're doing it right now so we can help people be prepared for the world whenever they get outside of college. We actually have one called, the Etiquette Banquet. I can't remember the date of it right now. But it's to help people at dinner time. Show people how to cut their meat or where their utensils go. Because a lot of times people don't know that. When you go on a dinner. You could be on a dinner for an interview. A lot of people take notice of how you actually use your fork and your knife.
That's a great first impression, actually.
It is. It really is. Let's see. Another project is the judges speaking. I'm actually doing a project called What Matters Most. It's Mississippi Supreme Court Judge Jess Dickinson is coming down, and he's going to be speaking over ethics. Now, this is something that I feel is very needed, because people have to understand that if you're going to be in a business, a lot of people are going to be judging you by your good name. And if you do something wrong, people will find out about it. So.
Now, this Judge Dickinson coming, it's going to be part of one of the many lectures that we have on campus every semester, so we're very fortunate to have SAIF sponsor that. Is this lecture, the one with the Mississippi judge, is it going to be open to the public, just SAU students, or just SAIF students?
No, it's going to be open to all public, actually. We're estimating about 200 people about each lecture. And the 3 o'clock lecture would be an excellent time for, well, especially for freshmen. That way people are still on campus, but they're most likely done with their classes by then. People haven't left for the day.
Of course. So it's going to happen more than once. What other times would be convenient maybe for the public to come, just Magnolia citizens?
Well, we're having 3 lectures. One's at 10 and 11 and at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
So it's pretty much going to be a day lecture. It's not really an afternoon lecture.
So SAIF has really helped you prepare for the future and prepare for jobs in the future.
It really has. Helps you refine business skills, helps you earn character, I guess you'd say, and develop leadership skills, as well as confidence. So
it's definitely an organization you'd recommend to freshmen, say, first getting involved on campus, and you really encourage them to do that.
I definitely do. Like I said earlier, I believe it's probably the best single organization on campus.
Are there any other organizations that you would encourage freshmen or beginning students to get involved in?
Yeah, I recommend people to go to some of the religious organizations like ABS or the MBSF. Gives you something. It's a good social place to go. It helps you unwind and meet good people.
That's really great. I know the business building or the business college has another organization. It's called PBL. Is that Phi Beta Lambda? Are you involved in that, or could you tell us about that?
Phi Beta Lambda, I can't really speak all that well for them because, all truth, I haven't really been a part of them. Although I've helped with I've helped with the sponsor at times, but I know they're really great people, and they do a lot of great stuff. But I've never really been quite a part of them, so I can't really speak for them.
So SAIF doesn't work hand in hand with PBL?
No, not really. We do some projects hand in hand with them, but SAIF is more based on projects. So.
And you did say that you're presidents of a hall, correct? So you do live on campus. Does that help you get the full college experience?
It really does. It helps you meet more people. Makes it much more. Well, make sure that you're more accessible to everybody, and that really is important for the college experience, in my opinion. So.
Now, you also mentioned that you're involved in choir, or you were involved. Are you still involved in choir?
I'm a proud member of the SAU choir.
Okay. I know that they travel a lot and do perform in many different places. Do you have a favorite experience from that, or?
I'd have to be I believe it was last year or the year before last. We went and we sang in Little Rock at it was Arkansas Central or something like that. It was one of the very famous historical high schools of Little Rock. I remember we all got to stay overnight, and it was really great being able to bond with some of the people in there that you usually only got to see for about an hour or two and get to know them. But
That's really great. Speaking about SAU, the students and the faculty, do you find coming from a different city that Magnolia is just a very receptive city, or do you think that it's a little harder to come in as an outsider and kind of fit in at SAU?
Actually, the town I come from, Malvern, is about the same size, and in all truth, Magnolia people are the most friendly people I've ever seen.
So you didn't really have a lot of culture shock. I know a lot of students who come from larger cities think that there's not really a lot to do in Magnolia, but Magnolia is sort of like home for you now.
Well, it is like home to me, although I do wish there was more things going on, because being so close to hot springs, if I wanted to, I could go over there and I could go to the lake, go bowling, anything along those lines.
Do you think that you'll stay in Magnolia after graduation or head back home?
Probably not stay. Although I'd like to, but I just don't think there would be enough opportunity for me.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a certain place that you've looked at? You might decide, do you think you'd stay in the state of Arkansas, or do you have bigger plans?
What I think I might want to do is eventually work for Stevens Investments in Little Rock. They're the biggest brokerage firm outside of New York. So.
Wow.
That's pretty much what I want to do right now. So.
That's really wonderful. Are there any other organizations that you have on campus that you like to be involved in? I know you mentioned the ABS and MBSF. I know we also have the BCM and a few other religious organizations. Have you been involved with any of those, done any work with any of them, or just heard good things about them?
Oh, I have been involved with them in the past. They're always great people. And especially if you're a freshman, I really recommend going to them, especially ABS. They're some of the most welcoming people you'll ever find. Not judgmental or anything like that. Just good people, and make it much more comfortable whenever you know people on campus, and you can say, I know them from ABS or BCM or MBSF. It just makes it so much easier. Just makes it easier in all truth.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I know that you were planning on going into business and graduating with that degree, but was there any other degree that you thought about that kind of had any piece of you?
Well, criminal justice, actually. I was a criminal justice for one semester, but I decided not to stay there because, well, I couldn't really earn the money or the type of life that I really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
From that. So it was a hard choice, but, well, had to make it.
Are you happy with your decision to come to SAU, considering its small size? Would you rather be at a larger college, or maybe even a college smaller than this?
Well, yeah, I'm very pleased with my decision. It's probably one of the best campuses I've ever seen. We really do have a great campus, and well, it's just the right size. You know, it's not too big to where you feel constricted, or it's not too small that you feel constricted, and it's not too big to where you're only a number and not a name.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm very pleased with my choice.
That's good. Were there any other colleges that you had thought about?
I originally thought about going to UCA or Henderson,
Mm-hmm.
but
I know that
has my heart. So.
SAU is very involved with the community. Have you done anything that has helped you become more aware of Columbia County as, just the people or anything like that?
Yeah, SAIF helps a lot of the companies in Magnolia, and that's really opened me up because when I wasn't a member of SAIF, I didn't realize how active the community was. Mm-hmm. And being part of SAIF, we're actually doing things to actually help the community, and, well, it really helps.
Yeah, I see that you're very passionate about SAIF.
I am. So.
I know that SAU does do a lot for the community. One of the things that I think has helped in the past few years is the addition of the Reynolds Center on SAU's campus. Do you enjoy the Reynolds Center? How do you feel about that new addition?
It's absolutely great. It's marvelous. I remember when I was a freshman and we only had what's it called?
The Bruce Center.
The Bruce Center. Yeah. It's a big improvement. It's a big improvement. I'm really quite happy with the lunchroom facilities. It's nice that we have a big screen TV in there. It's nice whenever you can go in there in the morning and you can go actually watch the news in there. So that's always very fun.
Do you have a favorite lunchroom food?
Think here. I like the Philly steak.
Uh-huh.
Or the, what was it? Can't remember what the thing's called, but I like their lasagna whenever they serve it. Their vegetarian lasagna, I always like it. So.
Close to Mama's cooking back home?
Yeah. Not quite as good, but it's good in there. So.
It's edible. So you do enjoy the CAF. I know a lot of students would rather eat off campus, but you find it to be kind of, I enjoy eating the CAF because it's sort of a homey environment and you're able to sit down with a large group of people and you just find it to be a nice place to go and spend time.
Yeah, it is a good place to hang out. And I guess the real trick in the CAF is that there's so many things you actually can eat. Is really choosing and finding, if you want something to eat, you can find something to eat in the CAF, you really can.
That's excellent. I know another addition to the SAU campus this year is the football turf. Do you have an opinion on that?
Oh, I like it in all truth. It makes me feel like we're actually one of the bigger schools, and it's cool to me.
Do you attend a lot of the extracurricular activities besides SIFE activities?
I do. I like going to the football games. It's always fun. I love being in the crowd and chatting. So.
That's good. I know the choir also participates in the football games sometimes. Do y'all have anything coming up for homecoming? Are you going to be singing at homecoming?
Yes, we are going to be singing the national anthem and the SIFE anthem, SIFE alma mater at homecoming. So.
That's exciting. I've never heard the SIFE alma mater.
Choir.
The choir alma mater.
SAU
Okay.
alma mater. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I didn't know. I was confused. I didn't know SIFE had an alma mater. I guess they don't. So, do you attend any other sporting events? I know volleyball season is going on right now. Do you go to the volleyball games?
I have in the past, but I've been kind of busy lately, so I haven't had the chance yet. But I will make time.
I've looked at the SIFE schedule. Y'all are very busy for the next few months, actually.
And we really are. So, yeah, we do. Go on. We kind of go on projects, and at the end of the year, we have the national competition, and how we go about is the projects we do. We have to report about them in a 24-minute presentation at the end of the year, and we make a video presentation, and we have usually 6 speakers.
Do you compete nationally at this event?
Yes. Last year we came in, was it second runner-up in our I can't remember.
Division?
Our division, sorry.
That's okay.
So we actually came in the top 5% of the nation.
So that's a very big accomplishment. In years past, have y'all always been such a strong force in SIFE, or is this a recent development?
For the past 10 years, I would say we've been a very competitive team. Although we have never won a national championship, that's very hard, and we're one of the oldest teams. But we're shooting for it this year.
Mm-hmm.
So could you tell us about any of these projects, any of the other projects you have going on that we might get to hear about at the national competition, or do you try to keep those hush-hush?
No, we're pretty open about our projects, actually. We have one project named SAU, where we're getting schools all around southern Arkansas, and sometimes even middle state Arkansas. And we're having teams of little kids come in from 1st through 6th grade. And they have to build economic models and even commercials, actually.
Wow, that's very interesting. That's a really great way to give back to the community. And do you think that by doing this, that these young students will maybe find a career in business or just develop those leadership skills?
Oh, yes, and we also want to get them have a better understanding of the world around them and the economy and global economics. So,
SAIF also has a career fair, do they not?
yes, we do. I can't remember the name of it, but yes, it's going to be out in the business, front part of the business building, where everybody walks in. And I think we have six companies confirmed right now. I think most of them are local companies. But yes.
So this is open to all students, can just,
Yes, any student can come. I welcome any student. We really do. It's a great opportunity if you want to meet anybody or any of the companies around here. So I do recommend that especially if you want to stay here in Magnolia, I recommend coming to this and introducing yourself to these companies.
can you name a few of the companies that'll be here?
CMC Steel, I believe Walgreens actually might be coming. I can't remember the other ones right now.
So these are very top-named companies that'll
Yes.
be here and be able to expose all our SAU students to this.
Yes.
It's a wonderful thing.
What are there any other projects that y'all have coming up? I know we've kind of covered probably everything that SAIF could be doing, but you guys are so busy. Anything else you'd like to talk about SAIF?
We're also trying to organize a project named Meal Stock, where we can get some of the local bands come in and do the perform for us. And while they're doing that, we're going to sell concessions and a little bit of a fundraiser for us. But it helps the community, get more people go out there, listen to the music, have fun.
Well, that's also another important thing because I know a lot of SAU students aren't going to be too welcome to come down to a campus to listen to a lecture. They have that in class every day.
Exactly.
So this will be a great way to get students kind of all together and celebrating one cause.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, yeah.
It's a really excellent point. Are there any other organizations that you would like to talk about? SAIF probably takes up most of your time, does it not?
It really does. It'll keep you on your toes. So.
Are you planning on visiting home anytime soon? Do you get homesick a lot at SAU?
Not really. Not too bad. SAIF really, my SAIF family, because that's what it really is. It's basically a family because we're together so often, and we do so many things together. This becomes a second family.
So do you have any actual family at SAU, or do you just consider all your friends your family?
No, I do have a cousin here, Chelsea Morgan. She's from Texarkana, so.
Well, we hope that you have a wonderful trip home when you do go home. You said it was 2 hours, is that home?
Yes.
That's not too far. When do you think you'll be headed back home next?
Probably in about 3 weeks.
3
honestly.
weeks. Well, we wish you safe travels when you do come back home, and we'd like to thank you for being here with us today and representing SAIF. That's a wonderful organization that we just became aware of. So thank you for being here with us today. I'm Jessica Haynes.
And I'm Megan Black. Thanks for watching the SAU Report.